In the vast, sun-drenched plains of East Africa, a new life begins with a rather dramatic entrance. A tiny calf, already 6 feet tall, tumbles nearly 2 meters to the earth. This is his first jarring welcome to the world. Within moments, driven by an instinct as old as these savannas, he begins to struggle, his long, wobbly legs fighting gravity for the very first time. His mother nudges him gently, her towering presence a shield against the ever-watchful eyes of predators. He needs to stand, and he needs to do it now. After a few clumsy attempts, he finally finds his footing, a shaky but triumphant moment. His first meal is his mother's rich milk, the fuel he needs for the incredible journey of growth ahead. His coat, a unique mosaic of brown patches, is still soft and new, a pattern that will serve as his camouflage and identity for the rest of his life. The first few weeks are a blur of learning and growing. He spends his days in a nursery group, a cray of sorts, with other young giraffes. While their mothers forage nearby, the calves play, chase each other, and practice necking, playful sparring that will one day become serious competition. He learns the subtle language of the herd, a flick of an ear, a swish of a tail. He learns to recognize the alarm calls of oxpeckers and the nervous posture of zebras, early warnings of danger. His world is a sensory explosion. He tastes his first acacia leaves, carefully nibbling around the sharp thorns, a skill he watches his mother perform with effortless grace. His curiosity is boundless, but he never strays too far from the colossal, comforting figure of his mother. She is his protector, his teacher, and his entire world. As months turn into a year, our young giraffe is no longer a small calf. He's growing at an astonishing rate, sometimes an inch a day. His ossicones, the horn-like structures on his head, are becoming more defined, no longer just soft cartilage covered in skin. He's weaned from his mother's milk and relies entirely on a diet of leaves, shoots, and buds. Foraging becomes his primary occupation, a task that takes up most of his day. His incredible height gives him access to a treetop buffet that few other herbivores can reach. His long, prehensile tongue, nearly half a meter long and purplish-black to prevent sunburn, expertly wraps around branches, stripping them of their nutritious leaves. He learns which trees are sweetest, which ones are bitter, and how to navigate the formidable defenses of the acacia, the giraffe's favorite meal. By the time he's around 4 years old, a powerful urge begins to stir within him. It's time to leave the comfort of his natal herd. This is a crucial and often lonely transition for a young male. He says goodbye to his mother and the familiar faces he grew up with and ventures out to find a new group. He is now a bachelor. He will spend several years wandering the savannah, sometimes alone, sometimes in the company of other young males. These bachelor herds are a training ground. It's here that he truly hones his fighting skills. Necking is no longer a game. It's a serious trial of strength. He and his peers will swing their powerful necks, using their heads and ossicones as sledgehammers. These contests are brutal but essential. They establish a hierarchy, a pecking order that will determine who gets the right to mate when the time comes. Now in his prime, at about 10 years old, he stands over 5.5 meters tall, a true giant of the savannah. His patches have darkened with age, a sign of his maturity and status. His life is now governed by the search for receptive females. He'll travel vast distances, using his excellent eyesight to scan the horizon for potential mates. When he finds a herd of females, he must contend with other dominant males. His size, strength, and the scars from past battles are his resume. The contests are intense. The thunderous crack of heads colliding can be heard from a distance. But victory earns him the ultimate prize, the chance to pass on his genes. He will mate with a female, but his role as a father is fleeting. He doesn't participate in raising the young. His life's purpose is to sow his legacy and move on, continuing his solitary journey in search of the next opportunity. Life on the savannah is a constant challenge. He must always be vigilant. Lions are his primary threat, especially when he bends down to drink. This is his most vulnerable position, his long legs splayed awkwardly, his head low to the ground. He approaches waterholes with extreme caution, his large eyes scanning every shadow, his ears twitching at every sound. He can go for days without drinking, getting most of the moisture he needs from the succulent leaves he eats, but eventually, thirst will drive him to take the risk. A single powerful kick from his long leg can be lethal, even to a lion, and this is his best defense. But even a giant can fall. Disease, drought, and the ever-present threat of poaching cast a long shadow over his existence. Years pass. Our giraffe is now old. He is slower, his movements more deliberate. The once bright patches on his coat are now dark, almost black. The powerful muscles in his neck are not what they used to be, and he avoids confrontations with younger, stronger bulls. He is a solitary figure, a silent wanderer of the plains he has known his entire life. He has seen seasons change, droughts come and go, and generations of other animals live and die. His towering presence has been a part of this landscape for over 2 decades. He finds a quiet grove of acacia trees, his favorite food source, and spends his final days in peace. One morning, his great heart simply stops. He sinks to the ground for the last time, his body returning to the earth that sustained him. The cycle of life on the savanna continues, but the skyline seems a little emptier without its gentle giant. His legacy lives on in the calves he fathered, new towers of life reaching for the African sun. Thank you for watching. If you were moved by this incredible journey, please like this video and subscribe for more stories from the wild.